Hi, my name is Yasmin. A viewer asked me to show how to make a braided wreath. So thank you, Sheila, for asking. And so here's a video on how I make one. For this wreath, I'm using a 12-inch wire frame. You'll also need measuring tape or a ruler. You'll need 6 yards of jute. The jute I'm using is about a 1/4 inch thick. Have a pair of cutting shears handy that can cut through the jute. The masking tape will be used to hold your jute strips in place. You'll need a glue gun and some glue sticks. And you'll need some burlap to wrap your frame in. The first step is to measure out 9 cuts of the jute. Each cut should be 48 inches. After you cut your strips of jute, take your glue gun and put a dab of glue on each end. That'll be 18 ends. This is a necessary step that will help prevent the ends from fraying. Once you have the ends glued, lay all 9 strips next to each other vertically, making sure that they are straight and not overlapping. Once you have them lined up, tape them in place on your table with masking tape so they hold in place. Now the fun part, braiding. If you've never braided hair before, think of this simple step. Bring the right outside strand across the center strand, hold it there, and then bring the left outside strand across the center. Keep repeating by alternating right, left, right, left. When you get to the end, hold it in place with your masking tape. This is up to you, but for all my wreaths, I add a hanger before I continue to finish the wreath. Here I use a thick wire to create a hook. Now we'll wrap the wreath frame in our burlap. I've placed some protection paper underneath my work because I'm going to be using hot glue. Here I have cut a thin strip of burlap so that I can wrap it in between the narrow space where my hanger is. After I glue that down, I continue with the normal sized burlap, wrapping and stretching and wrapping to the end, where I glue the end in place. Next is for me the trickiest part. We will glue down our jute braid. You might want to position it so that it begins and ends in a spot where you will place a bow or other kind of embellishment. Peel off the masking tape and glue the ends of the braid to where you want it to begin. Then glue down the braid as you circle around, making sure it sets in place. I continue to glue down all around the wreath. At the end, use your cutting shears to trim off the extra jute. Continue to glue down the ends. It won't look perfectly clean, which is why I choose to place a bow to hide the imperfection. Here is the finished braided wreath. Here is the bow that I've added. And here are the sea stars and shells that I've added. And this is the completed wreath. I would like to give credit to YouTuber Dave from Dave's Wreaths and Things. I learned how to make this by watching his tutorials. He's a great instructor and you should visit his site to learn more. In any case, I hope I did a decent job in showing you how to make a braided wreath. To see the work that I do, please visit my store at customsilkflowers.com. Thank you so much for watching.